correct?
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, and that's what we're going to be really focused on the bye, or making the block, sustaining, finishing, making plays in the passing game, getting open for Skylar. Because if we can convert some of those to stay on the field, keep drives going, that's going to be huge.
Another thing, rushing offense. You guys were so good the first 3 games. Last 2 games, kind of a drop off.
Yeah, I think we've done some good stuff. I think we improved from Oklahoma State, but it's just little things. It's 1 or 2 guys just not being able to sustain and finish a block. If we can make those happen, get over the hump, we'll see that success again, and that's what we're going to be working on all this week, next week, going forward. Really just trying to improve and focus on those things, because we need to be able to run the ball to work our whole offense.
One other thing, there are a bunch of seniors on this team. There's also some young talent coming on, some redshirt freshmen, true freshmen. What kind of asset has that been, having those guys maybe be able to contribute?
Yeah, I think you saw a couple guys out there do a great job, and they've been extremely locked in and driven to work and get their opportunity, and we have full confidence in them, and we look forward to having them get out there more and make some more plays.
What's one specific thing you can do, like football-wise, to work on some of these issues we're talking about with third downs or offense or whatever it is?
Yeah, I think it's going to be, finishing blocks, one for myself, making sure that I communicate with the line, that we have all of our assignments so we can get a man on a man, fit it up, and then just, keep grinding, keep going. It's easy to be, all down, but we just have to stay positive, keep working, because we can't do anything about the previous 2 games except continue to improve and get ready for TCU.
Blaise, when you guys get out and block as tight ends this year, how different is your role in this scheme compared to what you had to do last season?
Yeah, there's definitely some differences. Getting us out in space some more, sometimes split out. A lot of similarities, but I would say the differences are sometimes probably more blocking on the edge, and some of our sweep and outside run game that the tight ends maybe weren't used as much in the run game last year for those aspects.
You guys are still relatively new to this system. I mean, how much are you guys still having to take in and try to just learn and make sure you're sharp with that kind of thing?
I think there's little aspects of that for sure. I think that the team has done a great job of buying in and learning the system, but it is something that we just have to continue to improve on. Make sure so when we see different looks in games that we're able to handle them, get our assignments fit up, and be able to convert on third down, sustain drives, and continue to run the ball and set up the passing game as well.
I understand play calling's not one of your duties, but how hard do you think it is to straddle the line between being aggressive and trying new things before you get figured out, and also sticking with what's working?
Yeah, I think that's definitely a challenge. From a player's point, though, we're just trying to execute whatever is called. I think that explosive plays are huge, and sometimes you have to find those through aggressive play calling and shots. But we also need to create explosive plays through normal zone power run game.
How surprising was it that their run game did fall off a bit the last 2 games, considering how well you moved it in the first 3?
I think it was something that we were trying to strive to have a great run game to be a focal point of our offense. It was something that we obviously didn't have as much success with, but we're not going to go away from it. We're going to keep pushing and keep pressing, and I think that if we get just a few areas cleaned up, can stay on blocks just a little bit longer, we'll get some of those big runs again.